Hi guys! So as you can see, I have a new cover for my Hobonichi Cousin, and I think that this is my all-time favorite dream Hobonichi cover. I got this from the Etsy shop LovedbyGaby, which is, as you probably know, one of my very favorite shops for planner supplies. I'll leave it linked down below. It comes in a variety of beautiful colors. This is the purple one. There's also a brown, a black, an aqua, a mint, and I think either a red or a pink, or possibly both. So it's designed to fit any A5 planner. So you can see here it is with my Hobonichi Cousin. You can see it's just a little bit bigger so that it slides in, which I'll show you in a minute. This is my Leuchtturm 1917 planner, which is also A5, so it will fit any A5 planner, not just the Hobonichi. And it's obviously faux leather. It's a very smooth, slightly padded kind of material. There's a little bit of a grain. You can see, maybe see there, you can see a little bit of texture, but very, very subtle. It's quite smooth. I really, really like it. It has a great feel. Very sturdy and durable feeling as well. It has this fantastic white stitching all around, so all around the sides and then also up and down here. And I'll just show you the back. So this is the side, and you can see that it's completely smooth. There's nothing on the side, but the stitching carries over, which I love. And then this is the back. So you've got the same stitching here. If you compare this to a standard Hobonichi cover, it doesn't have the back pocket, which I actually prefer because I never use the back pocket. So to me, it's just a little bit of wasted space, and I prefer it just to be seamless like this. And then it has more stitching here on the clasp, which I really like. It kind of reminds me of the Jamie Notes faux leather Malden style planner, if you're familiar with that one. So you can see there's a little bit of padding here. I just absolutely love the feel of this. It feels really, really luxurious, but also very hard wearing. So this is the clasp, and you see the stitching all the way around, and then on the inside here. So it's a magnetic clasp, silver, and so if you just like kind of move this around, it will find the right spot. And I also really like the detail here, how it has the stitching all the way around the clasp and then on the inside here as well. It's just really, really beautifully done and finished. And the other thing somebody pointed out to me on Instagram is that this looks kind of like the design of the Calypso Filofax, which I also think is really cool. It's not a design you see very often, and I just think it's very striking. Nice and crisp, clean lines. I love this detail here with the stitching. Just absolutely beautiful. So let's open it up. On the inside, we have a pen loop, all important. So the pen loop is stitched in, which I really like as well. There you can see it. And it's made out of the same faux leather material as the cover. So it's not elasticated, but it's a pretty good size. Here it is with a Pilot Metropolitan, so it fits that quite snugly, but there's definitely enough room. And the Pilot Metropolitan is, I'd say, on the chunkier side of a fountain pen, not the very thickest, but it gives you a reasonable example of what it can take. Here it is with the Pilot Decimo, which is what I'm normally using with my Cousin. If you had a really slim pen, you would need a pen loop. So here, for example, this is a 0.5 pen, which I got in a Happy Scrappy kit ages ago, and this is quite thin, so you can see there's a lot of extra room, but with the pen loop, with the pen clip, it's okay. So you've got the same stitching on the inside, which I love because it's just really nice and neatly finished. So stitching all the way down this pocket. Here you have this stretchy pocket here, which is for putting your planner in, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then you've got another pocket on the other side, and you have one see-through pocket, which I'm using to keep two flags in, the Sami flag and the Greenlandic flag, because I've been working on the Sami language and the Greenlandic language for work. I'm a linguist, so I put those in there. And then you have three other pockets, which are perfect for credit cards. So I'll just show you one of my library cards that goes in here. And they've got these little circles on the end, let me see, on either side. So there's slit pockets, they're not finished. I guess that's the one thing, if I could change anything about this planner, I would have these finished off with stitching, but it's absolutely fine not having them. I've been using this probably for about maybe nearly 3 weeks now, and you know, it's absolutely fine. They're totally durable. They don't like kind of start threading or anything like that, but you can see they're just slits there. And I'll just show you what it looks like with the planner in it. So like I said, I've been using this from my Hobonichi Cousin, and it's just perfectly designed to fit that. So this is how I've been using it. I've just been putting the Cousin in on the right side and then closing it like that, and it looks perfect. Really, really good fit. It like sits flush here. No overhang, there's a little bit of a gap here, so if you have tabs like I do, you've got space for them and they go right up until the edge of the planner. For my new Cousin, I think I'm not going to use these tabs. I'm going to use the smaller ones from the Hobonichi shop, so there will be a little bit of extra room, which is good, because for the pen loop, as I have it at the moment with these tabs, the tabs kind of cover the pen loop, but you can see if you... There, I put it like this. The pen loop just sits like right here next to the Cousin, so it's just absolutely perfectly sized. And you could also put the other cover of the Cousin in here. I'll just show you what it looks like if you do that. Then it would look like that. So that also works really well. This is what it looks like opened. So I can't quite decide what I'm going to do with my new Cousin, because this has only got a week left. And when I put the new one in, I'm not really sure. At the moment, I've quite been enjoying having it like this, because with my previous Hobonichi cover, I had it in both sides of the cover, and I couldn't see the writing here that said Hobonichi Techo 2016, and I quite like that. So I'm not sure, but either way, it works really well. And it's just very, very satisfying. I love the look, I love the snap. I think this was one of the things that made this cover appeal to me, is that it has this nice snap, so it's quite secure. The other thing about this in comparison to the actual Hobonichi covers is obviously this only has one pen loop, whereas the standard Hobonichi covers have 2 pen loops, as you know, one on each side. And I think I actually prefer this, because the idea with the Hobonichi covers, as most of you probably know, is that if you put your pen loop through both of them, then that acts as a closing mechanism. But I never did that, because I thought it was kind of a pain having to take the pen out to open the planner. So instead I would usually put one pen on each side, and then I would have 2 pens, or a pen and a pencil, which is good because that means you have double the pen loops, but on the other hand, that means that your planner is always open. So that was never really a big issue for me, but I quite like having this closed. It just feels very neat and tidy and secure, and for my work planner, I really only need 1 pen, so it's not an issue. So there you have it. This is the amazing new Hobonichi style cover from LovedbyGaby, which you could obviously use for any kind of A5 planner. It doesn't have a name, I don't know what the brand is, and I've never seen it sold anywhere else except for LovedbyGaby. So if you would like one, check out the link down below. They're absolutely amazing, and I really highly recommend them. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!